welcome to the Manic Pixie Dream Vlog. I'm your host, Caroline Georges, and welcome. So I wanted to talk about just, I watched Euphoria a few days ago, the final episode, and I wanted to talk about that show. I wanted to talk more about dating while still working as a stripper. I haven't left my stripping job full-time yet. I've taken a week off so far. I'm going to limit my schedule to 10 to 4, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and just, work the busy shifts and not waste my time there, on days that, are hit or miss and stuff like that. So I don't know. Sometimes I'll just kind of fuck off and just not strip and stuff and just sort of spend all my money and just party and have fun, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm out of money. I have to go work. I have to go hustle and stuff. So like, I was able to focus on comedy, and I was able to focus on just being able to have a social life, and just I was kind of putting my time into that. And I don't always can't afford to do that. It's hard to pace myself with my spending. And so this is just sort of my system, 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off. 2 weeks out of the month, I have to hustle, and I have to focus entirely on work, and I have to tell everybody in my life to go away and just let me be a stripper for 2 weeks, and then I kind of take time off. I go in less, or I get lazy on shifts or something like that. I just spend the whole entire time listening to podcasts or something like that. I've done that before. Like, I've just gone into work and just to put in my hours and just to be there and stuff. But I made lazy money. I didn't, I just kind of waited around for guys to talk to me. I didn't talk to guys. It was, and I don't know. That's just how it is, and that's just what that's just sort of my system. That's just what I do. And then 2 weeks out of the month, I'm just like, yeah, it's time to call up to get the troops together and just like hustle together, and it's good to work with people. I usually work alone. Clients like me, you know what I mean? And so I'm sorry, like, it's just girls don't want me back there with them. They rarely ask me to go back because I'm told it's like, just take it as a compliment. They don't want you stealing their clients, you know what I mean? Which is like how I take it, and I think it's really nice. And I have no issues with any of those girls. They can work with whoever they want to, and I can work with whoever I want to. Like, sometimes I have a client, and it's like, you know what, this client would probably really like Jennifer. I should go ask Jennifer to come back, and help me, and it's nice because then somebody else can take over, you know what I mean? And she's so grateful to be back there that you can just kind of sit back and talk to the guy while she does all the dancing, and I've done it, you know what I mean, where I've had a shitty night and a girl asked me to go back with her, and I do all the work for her, and that's just sort of how we kind of pimp each other out like that. It's sort of weird. But anyways, I have a boyfriend now, and, it's been really nice. It's been really nice. I don't know if it's gonna last. I don't know if he's the one, you know what I mean? We're dating, and it's really nice. Honestly, the guy he's pretty perfect in a lot of ways, except there's one problem with him. His penis is way too big. That's it. That's his only problem. That's the only issue I have with him. His dick. Like, that's being too big. That's it. But anyways, don't tell my mom I said that. She doesn't watch this shit. Anyways, yeah, but, I haven't talked to my mom in a while. I miss her. I miss my mom. I should maybe try and get a hold of her sometime. I don't know. We rarely speak. We have a really hard past. We've been through a lot of horrible shit together, and talking to each other, we always sort of go back and talk about those things together, because we're the only people that have been through it, and we're the only people that understand. But I would rather just forget about it, and she would rather just forget about it, and my sister would rather just forget about it, and we're all just forgetting about it most of the time, and we're doing that by living our own lives. And, yeah. Yeah. It's sort of sad, I guess. Like, I always really am jealous of people who are so close to their families. And I don't know. I always I don't know. Sometimes I thought maybe I always tried to date guys who were really close with their families. That was always, I mean, not to be not prejudiced and stuff towards people who don't have good families, because I totally know what that's like. And you know, whoever dates me, like I'm probably only going to meet my mom and my dad a few times, and you know, and the rest of the time it's going to have to be me and my family one on one and us alone. We need to. I'll probably want to exclude whoever I end up with from my family issues. I wouldn't want somebody in that. And somebody would really have to force me out of that. Yeah, sorry. But, you know, it's really working out with this guy, though, because, you know, like, we take care of each other in different ways. I need, you know, somebody to spend money on me. I need somebody who takes me shopping every once in a while. And, you know, he's taken me, you know, he's gotten me presents, and they've all been really thoughtful and really sweet, and nothing too much, you know what I mean, for where we're at. You know, he's just done a lot for me, you know, just like kind of acts of service is my love language, and I guess gifts is a big love language for me. And I don't think that makes me a bad person, that I don't, you know, maybe things that are more, seem more deep, or seem more, the things, my love language just come across as more superficial, and I understand that. Like, they kind of seem superficial, but they're not. People learn differently. People collect information differently. That's just how it is. You know, I collect information in this way. When somebody gives me something nice, I feel loved. Doesn't make me a bad person, you know? That's just how I feel love. And acts of service is a big love language for me, aside from gifts as well. Like, it's just, when somebody does something nice for me and something thoughtful for me and something that, you know, they go out of their way for me, I feel really loved by that. I don't know. To be honest, I think how is this not the main love language? How is this not everybody's love language? Acts of service. You know what I mean? Showing somebody, not telling somebody. It's easy to tell somebody you love them. It's easy to say things. It's easy to talk. But it's not easy to show someone that you love them. That's hard. That's hard work, to show somebody that you love them. Well, I wanted to talk about that show, Euphoria. That's for fucking sure. That show is crazy. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like, it's ridiculous. Can we all stop, please, and just stop pretending that show is super fucking deep? No, it's not. It's very French. It's just fucking French in America. I mean, it's a teen, like, skin flick. That's what it is. It's a fucking cheap teen skin flick. That's what the fuck it is. So let's stop pretending it's all powerful when really people are just watching it to see adult women pretend they're teenagers and fuck. Okay? Euphoria is not fucking deep. But then again, if Euphoria isn't deep, then I'm not deep. So actually, maybe I retract my statement. Euphoria is fine. I mean, it's entertaining. It's just like, there's parts, and you'll see it, where it's just like, oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, fucking come on. Oh, please. Please. Oh, stop. Stop this. This is ridiculous. Some fat chick, like, doing a striptease on Pornhub for, like, a bunch of, like, perverts and stuff. Like, I mean, okay. And they all go to one high school, and they're all friends. And they're all living out these crazy lifestyles. All of them. All of them. That is just one example. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It is a ridiculous show. Stop pretending it's deep. It's not. But you know what? It kind of reminds me of this author I read when I was a teenager called Francesca Leah Black. And she was, you know, and it sort of reminded me aesthetically of her writing. It did. But I don't know. I should go back and read some of her stuff and see if it's really all that I thought it was when I was 15, you know? But anyways, I have a boyfriend now, and I don't know, we've been fighting sometimes. I mean, it's just communication issues. It's just we're working stuff out. He wants me to quit smoking weed, and he wants me to not drink, which he hasn't said so explicitly, but he's not happy around me when I've been drinking or when I smoked weed. He is not happy around me. And he's told me, like, you just don't feel the same. He doesn't like me drunk or stoned. He doesn't like being around me when I'm drunk or stoned. So if I'm going to get drunk or stoned, I'm making the choice to make him like me less. And that bothers him. And, yeah. I don't know. It's like, this is just like in Sex and the City when Carrie had to give up smoking for Aiden. And, like, he said, because he told her, like, flat out, like, I'm sorry, like, I can't date a smoker. And she's quit smoking for him. And the cigarettes symbolized Mr. Big, that she was quitting Mr. Big for Aiden. And she should have, and she didn't. She ended up marrying Mr. Big, and you know what Mr. Big did? You know what Mr. Big did? You know what he did? He left her at the altar. After all they've been through, I'm sorry. Like, I cannot believe that man. And guess what? After he left her at the altar, a year later, she ends up marrying him. That fucking show. You know what? Sex and the City, okay, if I can watch Sex and the City and enjoy Sex and the City. But Sex and the City is deep. That's the thing. Sex and the City legitimately has a lot of depth and symbolism and insight about relationships that are actually really beautiful and thoughtful and truthful. Sex and the City had that. Euphoria, I don't think it does. There, I said it. I don't think it does. I don't think it fucking does. Well, I think that is all I have to say today. Thank you for watching. You know, going back to my boyfriend, though, just one more thing. Going back to my boyfriend, I take care of him, too. I take really good care of him today. I took really good care of him today. You know what? He was going to this thing where he had to stand in line for a really long time. Out in the sun, right? And not did for him. Guess what I was going to do for him today? So, anyways, I offered to send him a water bottle because he was like standing out in the hot sun waiting in line, you know what I mean? And he wasn't drinking any water. And I got worried about him, and he wasn't far from me. And so I offered to just send him a water bottle in an Uber. I was just going to go buy him a water bottle, put it in an Uber, and send it to him. You know? And turns out he was, like, inside and fine, but he was just, like, he was texting me that he was thirsty. And it was just like, if you're thirsty, why don't you have any water? Then drink some water. Go get some water. Find a water fountain. Go to a bar. Like, go to a coffee shop. Get a water bottle. You know? Like, why can't you get a water? I can't because I'm standing in line. You know what I mean? And I don't want to lose my place in line. Then it's like, okay, then I'll do what I have to do to make sure you have water. And you know, I really care about him. And he doesn't eat. That's a problem he has. He forgets to eat. And he's a big guy and he's pretty skinny. And you know, and I want to just make sure he eats. I make really good food. I can make him he'll eat my food. You know what I mean? I'm going to feed him. And I can do that for him, you know, make sure this guy eats. He's going to get so fat with me. Like, I'm going to make him fucking fat. Like, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to take really good care of him. And I'm just kidding. I mean, he doesn't eat. Like, he doesn't like to eat. And he forgets to drink water, and he gets thirsty, and he gets grumpy, and he gets exhausted, and he gets tired, and he wears himself out. And he just sort of, like, lives off of soda, it seems like. He drinks a lot of soda. Or, like, coffee and soda. He, like, I think just supplements with that in between meals. I think he does that. So I have his back on one level. You know what I mean? I have him, you know, on one level. And I can do something for him. I can help him. So that's what I'm going to do, I guess. And I hope you're really happy for me. Anyways, that's the Manic Pixie Dream vlog. I'm the Manic Pixie Dream girl, and have a lovely day. Bye.